See, massage and roll. Okay, so what Rolfing, kind of my simple explanation for what Rolfing is, you know, people have injuries and accidents and life events, and you know, we just live life, and we've got this planet that's got gravity on it. Now, gravity, what we have is a connective tissue that holds everything in place. So if you had, you know, if we had some magical way to disintegrate everything in your body, except for the fascia, you would still be standing there with lots of empty pockets, empty laminated vestiges of pockets. Kind of like an orange. If you took an orange, you know, you see all the inner structure of the orange. Our bodies are the same way. So when you have a body that's had injuries and accidents, and gravity's, you know, a field that's always in force, it surrounds and supports and embeds everything in the body structurally. So what happens now, gravity is no longer your friend, and it pulls things apart. And then what happens is, because now what we've got is we don't have a central line that weight can disperse through, right? We've got bones, we've got lots of segments in our body. But so what happens here is you have a lot of compression, and so now strain and you know, I'm not much of an artist, but you kind of get the point, is now you have tension and strain. That's what holds us together, okay? So in your case where you've got some tennis elbow, right? There's a lot of joints that are related. It's not just the elbow, but this is the other end of the elbow, this is the other end of the elbow, and that elbow is then connected. It's a whole body event for that elbow to be able to smack the ball or do whatever it is you do. So in Rolfing, what I do is I work with this connective tissue called fascia. I'm going to show you a little video clip so you'll kind of have a little image of it. I used to talk about it like Jello, and now we have some really wonderful videos that have been done living fascia, so that you can really see what that material looks like, and it changes and it morphs and it stretches and it will change form with the biological heat of my hands and the pressure and the direction. So in Rolfing there's generally 10 sessions, but in every session, you know, we're always kind of looking at how do we line these blocks up, right? We've got a head, we've got shoulders, we've got a torso, we've got a pelvis, and we've got legs, right? So if you have that same concept of gravity is now still in force, and you've got this connective tissue, now gravity becomes your ally because it pushes things in. Now we've got a central line of support, and it lifts things up. So now we have appropriate space and length and a realignment of everything. So it's easier to move through life in this body. So when she was saying that, that's what I feel freer to move, you know. So you have less pain in a body that's better structurally organized, right? And so in Rolfing, generally there's 10 sessions in the basic series, and each session has a specific set of anatomical territories that we work on. And if you kind of think geometrically, we want to have a good vertical and good horizontal cross beams, right? We have pelvis, we've got shoulders, and so we've got a lot of different hinges that need to be able to freely move. And so there again, in a tennis elbow, if one little piece is out of place, then everything else has to rotate or adapt to it, and now you have strain that might restrict instead of a body that can freely move. So that's kind of the simple picture. And then, you know, sometimes people don't know if they want to be Rolfed. And, you know, I'll have this question all the time, well, what's the difference between massage and Rolfing? Or what's the difference between an apple and an orange? They're both sort of in the same family of fruit, but they're both very different. They have both very different qualities, very different tastes, very different textures. And so this is kind of like, you know, one of the easiest ways that I sometimes refer to it for people that don't know anything is that it's like the ultimate massage. And it really isn't massage at all. It's, you know, it's really addressing the fascia, the connective tissue that holds everything in place. Okay? So in creating structural alignment, you have a life that's, you know, freer. You have a life that, you know, you're pain-free. If you don't have any pain in your body, it may just cause the potential and the growth and just a sense of well-being. That, you know, for people that want to be able to just, you know, have wellness. For people that have pain, well, it'll address that too, right? When Dr. Rolf used to say that, you know, we don't address pain really. What we do is we address structure, and structure determines function, how things work, And function determines physiology. So if you have good function, you have better physiology. So you have overall well-being. Okay? Thank you.